first cranial nerve we're going to test is going to be cranial nerve number 1, the olfactory nerve. And in testing this, I want you to identify the smell, identify the fact that you can smell something, and if you can, identify what it is that you're smelling. I want you just to block your right side of your nose, and I'm going to just close your eyes, and just hold this substance up. Can you smell something? Mm-hmm. And can you identify what you're smelling?
Coffee.
That's correct. Okay. But just the other side, I want you then to block your left side of your nose, close your eyes, and again, see if you can identify this smell. Smell something?
Yes.
And what do you smell?
Lemon.
Now, looking at the second optic nerve, we're going to do 3 different tests. We're going to look for visual acuity. We're going to look at visual acuity. We're going to look at visual fields, and then we're going to actually directly visualize the nerve head, the optic nerve head, as we look back at the fundus. In doing the visual acuity, I want you to wear your reading glasses and hold this card over your right eye. And then we're going to use the pocket Snellen chart, and I want you to actually hold this in your own hand so it's comfortable at your the length is focus for you. And read the smallest line. Which line can you read?
The smallest one.
Can you read the bottom one?
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead and just read the numbers.
428739.
That's correct. Very good. Now go ahead and switch eyes. You're going to go ahead and hold the card. And which line can you read?
The smallest one.
The smallest one again. Okay, go ahead and read those numbers.
428739.
Very good. In looking for visual fields, I want you, well, first we're going to do a very general screening test. I want you to look at my nose. Is there any symmetry or any aspect of my face that doesn't look the same on one side or the other?
No.
Okay. I'm going to hold my hands up. Can you see my hands on both sides?
Yes.
Do they look about the same?
Yes.
How about here?
Yes.
And how about up into here?
Yes.
Okay. We're going to test each eye individually, and there's several ways that we can screen as far as visual fields. I want you to go ahead and just hold the card over your right eye, and I'm going to hold up a grid, and I want you just to look at the center dot on that grid, and just tell me if there's any variation in the pattern. Does it all look the same or different?
It's all the same.
All the same. Very good. The next way we're going to screen, go ahead the same, hold it up, and we're going to continue to look at the left eye. I'm going to hold up one finger or 2 fingers, one side or the other side, or just count the number of fingers I hold up, okay? And again, watch my nose, and through the side of your eyes, look and see if you can identify a number of fingers being held up.
1, 1 and 1.
Very good.
1.
Very good.
1 and 1.
Very good.
1. 1 and 1.
Very good. Another way that we can screen as far as visual fields is, again, to have you look at my nose. And I'm going to start with the contact applicator outside of your field of vision. And I want you, again, as soon as you catch it through the side vision, tell me now. But keep watching my nose. As soon as you see it, say now.
Now.
Good. Again, as soon as you see it, say now.
Now. Now.
Good. And keep watching my nose. As soon as you see it.
Now.
Very good. Now let's go ahead and switch to the other eye. We're going to go through the same maneuvers. Look at the very center dot of the grid. Any difference on either side?
No.
In any portion of it?
No.
Good. And watch my nose. As soon as you see the fingers move or count them and indicate which hand.
1.
Okay.
1 and 1.
Very good.
1. 1 and 1.
Okay.
1 and 1. 1.
Very good. And again, watching my nose. As soon as you identify the contact applicator comes from the side, say now.
Now. Now. Now. Now.
Good. I'm going to look at the back of your eye, and I want you to look ahead, but then I want you to turn a little bit out and just look right there, and hold really still, and I'm going to look back and look at the optic nerve head, and looking at the disc margin, looking at the vessels, comparing the veins to the arterioles, looking for venous pulsations, look at the background, and then come and looking at the fovea. Very good. I'm going to move to the left side. I want you again to look a little bit out to the right and look right there. Keep watching there even though I get in your way. And again, going through and looking at the same structures. Very good. The next test we're going to do is actually look at the pupillary light reflex. The afferent limb for this is going, or the sensory limb is going to be the optic nerve, and the efferent limb, or the motor limb, is going to be the oculomotor. And so what we want you to do is just take and look right there, and I want you to, again, just keep looking over there. We're going to look at the direct as well as the consensual. We're over here to the direct and consensual, both coming out equally. And now we're going to do the swinging flashlight test. We're going to go from one eye to the other eye, back and forth. Both pupils stay down. There's no evidence for a deafferented pupil or a sensory defect. So that's good. That's fine. In testing cranial nerves number 3, 4, and 6, we actually do them together. And the first thing we're going to do is just look for ocular alignment. And I want you to just, again, look right here and look straight ahead. And we're just going to look at our eyes. Any double vision?
No.
Anything like that. Look at their eyelids for any evidence for ptosis, and see the light reflection is in the same place for both pupils. Very good. Now, what I want you to do is I want you just to follow the tip of the Q-tip wherever it's going to go. Okay, I'm going to open your eyes a little bit. Okay, watch it over here. Watch it up. Watch it come down. Watch it come over here, up and down, and back to the midline. Very good. Test each eye individually. Cover this eye. And again, hold your eye open just a little bit. Good. Watch it come out. Look up, superior rectus, down, inferior rectus, out, lateral rectus, coming across, medial rectus, up, the inferior oblique, coming down and in, the superior oblique, coming back. Very good. I'm going to switch eyes, do the same thing. Again, watching here. Watch it come out, up, down, come back, up, and down, coming back. Very good. The next series of tests actually look at the control of eye movements, what we call supranuclear gaze systems or oculomotor systems. All of these systems are designed to keep the object being imaged focused right on the fovea where you have maximal vision. The first one we're going to look at is saccades. And I'm going to just put, can you see my two fingers up right now? Okay. And I want you not to move your head, but just your eyes. And look at the finger that's moving. And go back and forth and you see a movement in the finger, okay? Good. 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 Okay. The next system we're going to look at is smooth pursuit movements. And I want you to follow, again, just with your eyes, no head movement, the tip of the tip applicator. And I want you to go wherever it goes. We can test the same system by using the optokinetic tape, which has various shapes. And what I want you to do is I want you to look at each new shape as it comes and appears. So looking right here, keep watching it as we move it to the right. And now we're going to move it to your left. Keep watching right here. Very good. And we're going to move it up, again watching the new object as it appears. And we're going to move it down. Again, watch the new object. Very good. The third oculomotor control system is going to be that of the oculomotor reflex. I want you to look at that point right at the very distant part of the wall. Keep focused right there and don't move your eyes. Keep focused, and I'm going to turn your head quickly, but you keep looking over there. Go up and down. Very good. The last system we're going to test is that of vergence, and we're going to actually test convergence. And this is the near triad, which will consist of convergence of the eyes and pupillary constriction, and one part of it you're not going to get to see, and that would be accommodation. But I want you to focus right here. I'm going to hold your eyes up just a little bit so you can see this better. Keep watching it as it comes in. Stay focused on the tip of the Q-tip. Very good. I'm going to do one more time. You can see the convergence and the pupillary constriction coming in. Good. The next cranial nerve that we're going to test is cranial nerve number 5. We're going to first test the sensory division of the cranial nerve number 5, and we're going to test it with light touch, and we're going to test all 3 divisions of the trigeminal nerve. So first of all, can you feel that up here in your forehead?
Yes.
Over here?
Yes.
Does it feel about the same?
Yes.
So we're testing the maxillary division, the ophthalmic division. Testing here, same on both sides, the maxillary division. Same on both sides,
yes.
Mandibular division. Now testing it with sharp, again the same divisions. Does that feel sharp over here?
Yes.
Over here?
Yes.
It feels about the same?
Yes.
Here and here?
Yes.
And does it feel sharp here and here?
Yes.
Okay. The other test we do for sensory, for the trigeminal, is the corneal reflex. The sensory limb of the corneal reflex is, of course, the ophthalmic division of the trigeminal nerve. The blink that occurs with the sensory phenomenon would be from the orbicularis oculi, which would be the 7th cranial nerve. So I want you to look right about my nose. I'm just going to touch the very side, actually the limbus. I'm just going to barely touch and just tell me if you feel it. Do you feel that?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, we get the blink as well. Look over here. Not all the way, just right about there. Good. Just going to very touch the limbus of the corner of the corneal. Did you feel that on both sides?
Yeah.
Okay. Very good. We're now going to test the motor division. We're going to look at the muscles of mastication. And I want you to bite down hard. Feel the masseters. Feel the temporalis. Now open your mouth and don't let me push. And we're actually testing the pterygoids, and there's no jaw deviation, so that's normal. And then the one deep tendon reflex we can test for the head is actually the jaw jerk. And in doing this, I want you to open your mouth just a little bit. I'm going to place my thumb on our chin and just tap on the jaw. And typically, we don't see much of a movement. Very good. And we're going to look at the cranial nerve number 7 and actually have you lift up your eyebrows, frontalis muscle, very good. And close your eyes really tight, like you have soap in them. Orbicularis oculi muscles, very good. Don't let me open them, keep them tight. Good. Okay, open up your eyes. Now I want you to show me all your teeth. I'm going to look at the nasolabial folds, that's fine. Now I want you to puff out your mouth like you're going to kiss or going to blow. Very good. Here's ours, very good. Now I want you to puff out your cheeks. Fill with air. I'm going to see if there's any air escape. Very good. Now, if I were to tell you a funny joke, would you smile? Okay, very good. The sensory division for the 7th cranial nerve is actually for taste for the anterior 2/3 of the tongue. I have cotton tip applicators that have been soaked in certain solution that should have a taste. And in testing this, I want you to stick out your tongue, hold it out. I'm going to touch one side of your tongue, and I want you to identify what it is you're tasting before you put your tongue back in, and then tell me what it is that you taste, okay? Okay, so go ahead and stick your tongue out, all the way out. I'm just going to touch one side. You think you can identify the taste?
Mm-hmm.
Or what is it?
Sugar.
That's correct. Let's do the other side. And you stick out your tongue. Again, I'm going to just touch into your tongue, and don't put it back in until you feel like you've been able to identify it, or if you can, okay?
Salt.
That's correct. The 8th cranial nerve, the acoustic nerve, has 2 divisions. The one that we're going to test today is the 8th, or the cochlear division. And we're going to first test auditory acuity. Do you hear that?
Mm-hmm.
And what is it that you hear?
Your fingers rubbing together.
Okay. How about over here?
Same.
Is there any difference between the 2 sides?
No.
Okay. We can further test that by doing the Weber-Renée test. The Weber test is actually using a tuning fork, placing it on the forehead. And do you hear that on one side or the other or the middle?
In the middle.
Good. And then the Renée, we're placing it back on the mastoid. Can you hear that?
Mm-hmm.
Can you tell me when you can no longer hear it?
Okay.
Can you hear it now?
Yes.
And we should do the same thing for the other side, but another way to screen with a Renee is to ask the patient which is loudest, number 1 at the mastoid or number 2 air conduction.
Number 2.
And that's the correct answer. That would be the normal response. The vestibular division of the acoustic nerve can be tested using the oculocephalic reflex, which would be the turning the head, or the doll's eyes maneuver, which we've already demonstrated. Or if you need to have more detailed testing, we could do ice water calorics and look at the ocular vestibular reflex. For the cranial nerves number 9 and 10, we're going to lump them together and actually look at the palate and the action of the palate and have the patient actually say ka, ka, ka.
Ka, ka, ka.
Listen for any type of nasal air escape, say ka, ka, ka again.
Ka, ka, ka.
And that's normal. We can also actually have them open their mouth, stick out the tongue, tilt your head back a little bit, and say ah.
Ah.
And watching the action of the palate, say ah again.
Ah.
And that's totally normal. The reflex action, we're going to actually look at the gag reflex. Have you open your mouth, tilt your head back just a little bit. Good. And it's going to gag you. And it's a good gag. Okay. The next cranial nerve that we're going to test is going to be cranial nerve number 11. And we're going to look at the action of the trapezius and the sternocleidomastoid muscles. I want you to flex your shoulders up like this. Don't let me push them down. Good. And now I want you to turn your head to the left, and we're going to look at her right sternocleidomastoid muscle. Don't let me push her chin. Good. And look over here to the right. And again, don't let me push. We're going to look at the left sternocleidomastoid muscle. That's normal. Very good. The last cranial nerve would be the cranial nerve number 12. And I want you to stick out your tongue all the way out. Comes out at the midline. I want you to go in and out, just back and forth. Good. And now side to side without moving. There you go. And then just close your mouth and put your tongue over in this cheek. Push it out hard. And now on this side, push it out. Good. We can also ask her to say la la la.
La, la, la.
And that would be testing number 12. If we then wanted her to say pa pa pa,
Pa, pa, pa.
we'd be testing the lips, which would be cranial nerve number 7. And then we could go back and have her say ka ka ka,
Ka, ka, ka.
which would be testing number 9 and 10. In starting the motor examination, we're going to, first of all, just look at the upper extremities. And the first thing we want to do is just stand back and look at the muscle bulk, any symmetries, asymmetry. Looking at the hands, the hand intrinsics. Looking at the back of the hands. Is there any muscle symptoms of any tenderness or weakness? I would actually maybe want to palpate. Any tenderness or problems?
No.
Okay. Good. We're now going to look at range of motion, and we'll go through range of motion as far as at the elbow. Just totally relax. I'm just going to wiggle your arm back and forth. And then look at range of motion of the wrist, back and forth, and look at supination and pronation, just kind of wiggle back and forth. Very good. Look at this side, again, range of motion, back and forth at the elbow, the wrist, supination, pronation, very good. Okay. And look at strength now, and what we're going to do is start proximal and go to distal. We're going to have you hold your arms up like this. Don't let me push down, testing the deltoids, which would be C5. I want you to hold your arms up like this, testing the biceps, which would be C6. And now I want you to put your arm out straight. Don't let me pull it back, and that'll be the triceps, C7. This one again, we're going to try. Very good. And now hold your wrist up. Don't let me push them down. Keep up there. That's C8. And down like this. Don't let me pull them up. Very good. And then hand grip would be T1. Squeeze tight. Very tight. Good. Don't let me go. And now let go. I want you to put your hands out like this. Spread them wide. Testing the dorsal interossei. Very good. You can also look at apposition of the thumb and the little finger. Put your finger there. Don't let me pull through. Good. Same thing over here. Great. Now I'm going to test reflexes. I'm going to start with the biceps. And again, just let your arm just rest right there. triceps. And let me just support your wrists and the brachioradialis. And over here. Again, just relax. Biceps, the triceps. Let me just support your wrist. The brachioradialis. Good. Okay, just let your fingers rest against my fingers. We're going to test the same thing over here. Okay, good. Last thing we're going to have you do is just hold your hands right out in front of you, palms up, hold them still, close your eyes. You're going to look for any type of drifting or pronation, and there's none. If you were to have a pronator drift, which would be an abnormal response, it would look something like that. She has no evidence for that. Very good. We're now going to look at lower extremities. And again, we start off by inspection. And first thing we're going to compare with right and left and looking at the muscle bulk and size. See if there's any differences. Again, if there's any muscle symptoms such as tenderness or weakness, or feeling for the consistency of the muscles. Now we're going to test tone. We're going to go through range of motion. Just relax totally. Just let me wiggle your leg. Looking at the knee, and then looking at the ankle. Just relax. I'm just going to wiggle your foot. Looking for any evidence for clonus, and there's none. Range of motion is complete and full. We look over the left side, going back and forward. You have the ankle, moving it, just relax totally. No evidence for clonus. Very good. Now we're going to test for muscle strength. We're going to start at the proximal extremity and move to the distal. And start with having you lift your leg up. Don't only push it down. We're testing the iliopsoas, which would be L2. Now, just relax. We're going to have you squeeze in with your knees and push out and testing the adductors, and then the abductors push out. Good. Now have extend the leg all the way up, looking at the quads. That would be L3. And now have you bend the leg back here. Hold it there. Don't let me pull it out. Testing the hamstrings, which would be about L5. And now have you bring your foot all the way up, testing the anterior tibial, which would be L5. Now put your foot all the way down, would be S1. And now we're going to position your foot down and in, and push out would be the posterior tibs. And now down and out, the peroneal muscles. Good. We're going to do the same thing over here. We're going to ask you to push your leg up like this. Don't want to push it down. Good. Let it relax. Knee out. Good. Hold it there. Don't let me pull it out. Good. Bring your foot all the way up and your big toe up. Don't let me push it down. Very good. Now push down on my hand. Good. And let me position your foot in. Don't let me push it out. Relax. I'm going to push it out. Don't push it in. Very good. We're now going to test reflexes and start with the knee jerk. Just relax totally. And compare to the other side. Good. And we're going to now test the ankle jerks. Just relax. Just totally relax. Position it. Good. And we're going to try the other side. Again, just totally relax. Very good. We're now going to do the plantar reflex. I want you to just hold still. Try not to pull back. Just relax as much as you can. Going to go down the lateral aspect of the foot and then across the ball of the foot. Very good. I'm going to do it over here on this side. Same thing. Just relax. Okay, there you go. Very good. We can look for evidence for other pathological reflexes. We're going to now test for frontal release signs. I want you just loosely close your lips. Good. And I'm just going to push. No, don't push against. Just relax. Totally relax. Good. Looking for a snout reflex. You didn't have any movement there, any suck or root. I'm going to stroke the palm, and what we're looking for here is called the palmamental reflex, which would be stroking the palm and looking to see if there's any type of contraction of the mentalis muscle. So we're going to stroke, and there's none, which would be the normal. And now on the other side, looking at the mentalis muscle right here. No evidence for contraction there. Let's have you climb down from the table. And now we're going to test to see your strength as far as the pelvic girdle muscles, testing against your own weight. So I want you to go ahead and do a squat and rise without using your hand. All the way down, coming all the way back up. Very good. And now coming up on your toes. Good. And now on your heels. Yeah, very good. That's good. For the coordination examination, the first thing we're going to do is just listen to you say some words repetitively. And so I want you to say la la la,
La la la.
pa pa pa,
Pa pa pa.
and ka ka ka.
Ka ka ka.
And now we're going to vary a little bit and have you say la pa ka, la pa ka, la pa ka, la pa ka.
Lapika, 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 lapika.
Very good. I now want you to put your hands straight out in front of you. Stretch your fingers out wide and press like you're pressing very hard, looking for any evidence for any type of tremor. Very good. Keep them there. I want you to close your eyes. I'm just going to tap on your arms. I want you to keep them in the same place. We're looking for rebound or a lack of rebound. Very good. Now I want you to bring your arms up and like you've got a big muscle like this and pull and just keep pulling hard. Good. Same way over here. Good. Now I want you just to relax your hands and I want you to tap on one side as fast as you can. Now I want you to go ahead and count down your fingers and come back up and keep going up and back and down. Good. Other side, just tap first and thumb. And now go down and count your fingers, coming back up. Very good. I want you to shake your hands and cup off water. Now make a loose fist. Bring your arms like this. Now rotate your right wrist back and forth and the left wrist back and forth. Now what I want you to do is I want you to pat your leg and go front, back, front, back, front, back, and just keep going as fast as you can. Other side. Very good. What I want you to do now is to make a pointer out of this finger. Go from the tip of your nose, the tip of my finger, back and forth. Okay, now I'm going to go out further and move. Good. Other side. Go a little bit further and move back and forth. Very good. We're now going to test the lower extremities. And we're going to have you pat my hand with your foot. Just go tap, tap, tap. And do the same thing over this side. Good. And I want you to take your toe and touch my finger. And I'm going to move it different positions. Other side. Good. What I want you to do now is that I'm going to have you hold your leg out straight. I'll support it. And I want you to take this heel, and when I tell you, I want you to touch it on your knee, run it straight down your shin, and straight back up, and do it several times. So go ahead. Straight down. And now the other side. And switch side. Okay. Good. Okay, let's go ahead and have you stand down. And just stand like you naturally would. Here we're looking for station to see the how far apart her feet are, her balance, that's fine. And now what I'm going to have you do is I'm going to have you do the following. I want you to hop on one foot and pat with the other hand, so you're going like this. Front, back, very good. Other side. Good. That's fine. Now what I'd like you to do is I'd like you to walk down and back, just like you normally would. And do that one more time. Now I'd like you to walk like walking on a tightrope with one foot right in front of the other, heel right up against the toes, and walk down and back that way. Very good. For the first part of the sensory examination, what we're going to do is I'm just going to touch you with this tip applicator. Can you feel that?
Yes.
Very good. I want you to close your eyes and tell me and say yes when you feel when I'm touching you.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Okay. Is there any difference
Yes. No.
between those? Okay.
Yes. 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 Yes.
Very good. Now just kind of test over here.
Yes. 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 Yes.
Any difference between the left side versus the right side or any place?
No.
Okay. We're now going to test your lower extremities. And again, every time, close your eyes. Every time that I touch you, say yes.
Yes. Yes. Yes. Yes. Yes. Yes. Yes. Yes. Yes. Yes.
Okay. Any difference between the left side, the right side, or any position that I touched you?
No.
Very good. Okay. We're now going to test as far as sharp. Can you feel that? Is that sharp?
Yes.
Is this sharp here any different than over here or over here?
No.
Any difference here versus the back of your hand?
No.
Good. And I'm now going to just go around. Any difference as I come around or on the back?
No.
And how about here or here?
No.
Okay. I'm going to come up from the fingertip up to the forearm. Any difference as I come up?
No.
All feels the same.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Over here on this side, is that sharp?
Mm-hmm.
Any difference there versus here or over here?
No.
How about over here or over here?
No.
Or back over here?
No.
Or as I come around
No.
on the back side or up here?
No.
Any difference between this side versus this side?
No.
Or here versus here?
No.
And again, any difference as I come from your fingertip, coming up the palm, going up to the forearm?
No.
Very good. We do the same thing here for your legs, and I'm going to touch you with this sharp object. How does that feel?
Sharp.
Feel sharp, good. And is there any difference in this sharp versus over here?
No.
Any difference here or over here?
No.
Any difference between the 2 feet?
No.
Any difference here as I go around?
No.
Okay. How about over here?
No.
Okay. And how about here versus here, here versus over here? Any difference?
No difference.
As I come up from your toe and come up the top of your foot, any difference in the sharpness as coming up to your leg?
No.
Any difference over here as I come up?
No.
All the same degree of sharpness? Okay. And again, no difference between the 2 sides.
No.
Okay, Barry? Can you feel this?
Mm-hmm.
Does it feel hot or cold?
Cold.
Cold? Okay. Does this cold feel same or different as over here?
Same.
Any difference then from here or here?
Same.
Or here, here?
Same.
How about over here versus over here?
Same.
Again?
Same.
Same. Any difference between this side versus this side?
Same.
Does this feel hot or cold?
Cold.
Cold still? Okay. And over here?
Cold.
Any difference?
No.
Any difference here versus here?
Same.
This foot any different than this foot?
No.
How about here versus here?
Same.
Or here versus here?
Same.
We're now going to test the dorsal column medial lemniscus system, and we're going to do that by testing vibratory sensation. Can you feel that
Yes.
What does it feel like?
Vibrating.
It's buzzing? Okay. Very good. Can you feel it here?
Yes.
How about now?
No.
How about now?
Yes.
Good. You do the same thing over here?
Yes. No.
Now?
Yes.
Can you feel it up here?
Yes.
Okay. We're going to do the same thing down on your ankle. Can you feel that buzz?
Yes.
Okay. Can you feel it buzz here?
Yes.
How about now?
No.
How about now?
Yes.
Good. How about over here?
No.
How about now?
Yes.
How about now?
No.
How about now?
Yes.
And can you feel it there?
Yes.
Good. The next test is we're going to test is position sense, and I'm going to show what I'm going to do. I'm going to move your finger just a little bit down, or a little bit up, or up, up, down, down. I want you to close your eyes and tell me which way I'm moving your finger. Okay? Now.
Up.
Good.
Up.
Good.
Down.
Good.
Down.
Good.
Down. Up.
Good. And I'm going to do testing over here. And I'm going to move a little bit up, a little bit down. Close your eyes.
Down. Up. Up. Down. Down.
Very good. Do the same thing here on your lower extremity. And just rest your leg right there. And I'm going to now move your toe. I'm going to move it down or up. Close your eyes. Tell me which way I'm moving. A little bit down, a little bit up. Okay, ready? Now.
Down.
Good.
Down. Up. Up. Down. Down. Up.
Good. Do the same thing over this foot. Close your eyes. Okay, I'm going to move it.
Down.
Good.
Up. Up.
Good.
Down. Down.
Good. We're now going to test sense modalities that require not only the intactness of the dorsal column system, but also the somatosensory cortex to be able to interpret the test. So it's actually testing both cortical sensory function as well as the intactness of the dorsal column system. I'm going to take this contact applicator and I'm going to stroke your hand on your skin down towards the floor, your fingers, or up towards your head, to the left side or to the right side. And I want you to close your eyes and tell me which way the Q-tip is moving, okay, or the contact applicator.
Down.
Good.
Left.
Good.
Right. Up. Left.
Very good. Now over here, same thing.
Down.
Good.
Right.
Good.
Left. Left.
Very good. Now down here on your foot, do the same thing. Okay, close your eyes. Okay, here we go.
Down. Up. Left.
Good.
Left.
Very good. Let's try this side. Same thing.
Up.
Good.
Right.
Good.
Down. Left.
Good. This next test, I'm going to take the this caliper and I'm going to touch 1 point or 2 points, and I want you to close your eyes and tell me whether I'm touching with 1 or 2.
1, 2, 1,
Good.
2,
Good. I'm going to do it up on the palm. 1 or 2.
1, 2, 2, 1.
And we're going to test over here. 1 or 2.
1,
Good.
2, 1,
Good.
2,
Good.
1, 2,
Good.
1, 2.
Very good. For this next test, I'm going to draw numbers in your hand. and I just want you to watch what I'm drawing. I'm going to draw the number 8 as you would see it. I'll hold it down just a little bit. So here would be an 8 or a 7 or something like that, okay? I want you to close your eyes and then tell me again what number I'm drawing.
3,
Very good.
6,
Good.
4,
Very good. All right. You're going to do the same thing here. I'm going to draw again the number. You ready? Okay.
3,
Good.
6,
Very good. And one more.
7.
Good. I'm now going to give you several objects. I'm going to put them in one hand or the other hand. I want you to close your eyes, and I want you to tell me, you can feel the object and try to identify what it is and tell me what it is, okay? So, close your eyes here. And let's see with your right hand. I'm going to place this object in your hand. Go ahead and explore it with your fingers. See if you can decide what it is.
It's a quarter.
That's correct. I'm going to give you another object. Go ahead, you can feel it.
A nail.
Correct. I'm going to give you one more object. Again, I'm going to place it in your hand. You can go ahead and see if you can decide what it is.
It's a key.
Very good, it's a key. I'm going to press this hand over here. And go ahead and feel that.
A quarter.
Good. And let's see, one more. Okay.
Staples.
Very good. I'm going to touch you on the left side, the right side, or both sides at the same time. So I want you to close your eyes and tell me whether I'm touching on the left or the right or both.
Left, left, right, both. Left, 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 both. Right.
Very good. Let's have you go ahead and climb down. Very good. And I'm going to have you just put your feet together and close your eyes and hold still. And I'm going to now tap you just to see if you can maintain your balance. And that's fine.